What is going on, everybody? My name is Nico, and welcome back to another Pokemon Legends Arceus video. We are about 2 weeks out from the game at the time of recording this, and what I thought would be fun is going in and kind of talking about what I want my team to be in Legends Arceus. Now, it's worth noting that there is really no indication of, all the Pokemon that are going to be in this game, or how many Pokemon we can actually use. I'm assuming it's 6, but I don't really know if there's been any official confirmation that we can have 6 in our party when we go into battles and stuff, because we are catching a ton of Pokemon while we're out in the wild. I would assume there's some sort of PC system, but it's still up in the air. There's still so much unknown about this game, but I wanted to talk about the Pokemon that I thought would be the most fun to use in this particular game, because it is just so new and so refreshing. So if this is your first time here on the channel, make sure you are subscribed for more videos like this in the future. But let's get into it. So I've got us here on Pokemon Showdown, and obviously they don't have all the Pokemon updated for this particular game, but there's enough of the Pokemon here that I can just kind of throw up the information and you guys can get what I'm getting at. So first up, we'll start with our starter, and I am rolling with Decidueye. Now, I know there's a lot of speculation right now about, whether or not there's going to be new forms for the starter Pokemon. I am on the page that there is not going to be new forms for the starter Pokemon. It's up in the air. It could go either way. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense if there's like Hisuian forms for the starter Pokemon, because it has been officially confirmed that these Pokemon did not originate in the Hisui region. These Pokemon actually came from a different region back with the professor. So if they had Hisuian forms, it just would feel kind of weird, but hey, we're using a phone in this ancient time game, so anything's possible. But right now, I'm assuming it's Decidueye. Regardless, I will be taking Rowlet as my starter Pokemon in this game because he is my favorite of the 3. Moving on, we are definitely using a Weirdeer, so we're going to throw Stantler on there. Weirdeer is super cool. I love the design. I think it's just a very fun Pokemon, and I like Stantler, and the fact that it's finally getting an evolution is super cool to me. So Weirdeer is definitely on my team. It looks so like wise and just knowledgeable. It just looks like a super cool Pokemon. So Weirdeer 100% has to be on this roster, and it's going to be interesting just because of the potential typings of these Pokemon. For example, we have Weirdeer that's going to be normal psychic. We have Decidueye, unless it gets a Hisuian form and it changes typing, it is Grass Ghost. So my team is going to be pretty weak to certain types of Pokemon, because I do also plan to use Zoroark. Hisuian Zoroark is super cool. It's got a fantastic typing, which makes me so frustrated with the Series 12 format, and being that it's a year long, because it pretty much means we're not going to be getting any sort of update for bringing these Pokemon in and playing with them competitively. So not having access to Hisuian Zoroark is super upsetting, but regardless, I'm going to use the Pokemon. I'm going to enjoy the Pokemon in that particular game, and I could keep going with the ghost type weaknesses if I wanted to. Okay, I could throw Basculegion on there, and my team would be so weak to ghost and dark type Pokemon that would be insane. But I opted out of Basculegion. I love the design for Basculegion. I think it's a really cool Pokemon, but I just don't think I want it on my team because of the potential weaknesses that it already faces. Like Dark type is going to rock this team because we got a normal Ghost for Zoroark, and then we've got Decidueye being Ghost, as well as Stantler being, well, Weirdeer being normal Psychic. So Dark type are going to body me. But moving on, other Pokemon, Arcanine. Whatever this evolution of Hisuian Growlithe is, will be on my team. I am very excited for it. It looks like it's going to be a fire rock type Pokemon, and I think the design is going to be super cool. They're really keeping that one close to their chest. They're not really showing their hand on that one, and I understand. It's a really cool Pokemon, and I'm really looking forward to it being included here. And I don't know. I'm very excited to have this Pokemon available. I really like it. So moving on, I'm torn, okay? Because normally I'm a big Staraptor guy. Normally I love Staraptor. Staraptor is a blast. It's my favorite bird Pokemon. But I used it in BDSP, so it's fresh. I've used it recently, so I don't really know if I want to use another Staraptor in this particular game. As much as I like Staraptor, I don't really think it needs to be on this particular team. I don't remember if we've seen it in trailers or anything, but right now I'm thinking Honchkrow is going to be on my team because, you know, I am weak to dark type, so if I can swap in Honchkrow into any of this stuff that's going to take a big dark type hit, that's going to help me out a ton. And I've recently started using it competitively. If I show you here, this team right here, I've been using a ton. I've really liked it in BDSP. I've recently fallen in love with Honchkrow, so I really want to be able to work Honchkrow into this particular team. It's just going to be super cool. Now, a couple honorable mentions that I really thought about using, and I might still use. It's still up in the air. This whole team is just kind of like up in the air. This is just the stuff that I'm really into at this particular time. Hisuian Voltorb is freaking awesome. Hisuian Voltorb is so cool. I really, really like Hisuian Voltorb. It's a very cute Pokemon. I like the design. I like that they're finally giving Voltorb, you know, a different kind of form with a different Pokeball style. I think that's really cool, and the fact that we haven't seen more of that already is kind of shocking to me, considering they've been going for the different forms recently. So that one's pretty cool. I don't know if it's going to evolve into Electrode or if it's going to evolve into something different in this particular game, which could be very cool. So that's definitely an option. However, it is a grass type Pokemon, and I do already have Decidueye, so I'm not going to be using Voltorb on this particular team. Other ones that are up there and very exciting to me, like I said earlier, Basculegion is very cool. I like Basculegion a lot. That would definitely be on the list of Pokemon I'd like to use. Braviary is another that's really cool. The Hisuian Braviary is very unique. But again, I have a very dark type weak team, and Hisuian Braviary being psychic would not help that cause. So I don't really need Hisuian Braviary for this particular game in my playthrough. I also really like Scyther's new evolution. The name eludes me right now, but that's a really cool evolution. I like the fact that it's a rock type now instead of a steel type, because, you know, there's less man-made stuff, there's less steel being used, so it kind of makes sense that at the time, you know, there wouldn't be metal coats and stuff lying around and you'd evolve your Scythers into something else. So that makes a lot of sense, and I think it's a really cool take on the Pokemon and taking it in a different direction. So I really, really enjoy that particular Pokemon. But again, it's not one that I think I'm going to be using, because just where my team's at, I have very minimal water coverage, and I'm sure I'm going to want that. We saw recently in one of the later trailers that there's like a volcano area, and I'm definitely going to be wanting some form of water type Pokemon that can go in. So I'm stuck between two. The first one is Floatzel, and I haven't used Floatzel in BDSP, so I haven't used this Pokemon in a long time. That would be a really fun one, because, you know, this is still like a Gen 4, like a retelling or a look in the past at Gen 4, so Floatzel would be very cool. But the close runner up here is Walrein. Walrein is one of my favorite water type Pokemon, and I would really like to use it on the team, especially after seeing like the alpha Pokemon footage that we got recently, showing off Walrein doing its thing. I think that would be a really fun Pokemon to have on my team. So this is what I'm thinking. I think as of right now, we're looking at Decidueye, Wordeer, Hisuian Zoroark, Hisuian Arcanine, or whatever the evolution of Hisuian Growlithe is going to be, Honchkrow, and Walrein. I think it's going to be a really fun team, something a little different, and I'm just really looking forward to these games at this point. So my question to you is, what is your team? What are you planning to use in this particular game? Which starter, which Pokemon are you most looking forward to? Let me know all that in the comments below. But that is going to be it for this video. I plan to cover a lot more Legends Arceus stuff the closer we get to the release of this game and after the release of this game. So be sure you are subscribed for more stuff like this if you are interested in that kind of content. But I also do a bunch of competitive stuff here. If you play a lot of competitive, like BDSP or anything like that, see, I got a ton of teams here for BDSP OU. Hit me up on Discord and Twitter. I'm down to do single battles online if you guys want to do singles OU and do battles with me. I do record them for videos, so it's a lot of fun. I had my first one today, and people, it was just fun to be able to chat with a community member and be able to do battles and have a good time. So if that's something that interests you, be sure you definitely check that out. But that is going to be it, like I said, and I hope to see y'all in the next video.